Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I said welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast with Andy, Ruther, and Joel Embiid. Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast.
Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Andy Ruther, coming to you live from Cincinnati, Ohio, with my co-host from Port Hueneme, California, Joey No Chill Prano.
Hello, Andy.
Morning.
Are
we still above 100-degree fever? What's the fever update?
We are. I haven't taken my fever today. Yesterday it was still a little bit high, but under 100. I would say if I woke up feeling like I feel right now on any given day, I'd be like, uh-oh, I'm sick. But meanwhile, now I'm like, I'm 85% back, baby. It was so bad. Friday, when we did the podcast, it was far from the worst, but it's still like, I don't want to say apologies to the dirtballs because like what was I supposed to do? But like even our podcast is like a fever dream. I remember needing the fucking ice hat and a Miller Lite on my neck. Like I sweat through my clothes during the podcast. I barely remember any of it. It was
I believe at one point during the show you said that Kobe Bryant is hands down without a doubt the greatest NBA player of all time.
Honestly, fevers are crazy. If that's the case, if that's the case,
delirious.
Yeah. No, I was. So I know that was a struggle for me to get through, and hopefully I was entertaining at moments because. Even now, I mean, I sweat through my clothes last night. I'm still like, I came out here with a warm-up jacket on, immediately got in this room. I was like, I'm too hot for that. Yeah. So I'm saying I'm 85% of the way back. But man, Wednesday was like a literal fever dream the whole day. I was just in bed, writhing, like, no, not really conscious. Thursday wasn't a whole lot better, but I had to go down to do Jay's show because I had all of our gear, which was just 90 minutes of me not trying to cough and kill Keith Carradine, who's like a 76-year-old Academy Award winning actor. And then Friday with you, like not easily the bronze medal day, but still, like I remember nothing from our podcast. I think at one point you were like, tell me about the Lakers. And I was like, I'd love to if I knew what Lakes or Lakers or basketball was.
My question is, what did you contract in Japan? Did you visit Hiroshima?
No, sadly.
Okay.
Would have been great. Or Nagasaki for that matter.
Yeah.
Or even where the nuclear reactor went off. We didn't go to any of the nuclear spots. Although here's a fun story for you, Andy. Since we got back, we're right here. We're not far from the naval base here. We're not far from a big port, and we're not far from Point Magoo, which is another military Air Force naval base. So one day, after we got back, we're sitting here, and like all of a sudden, tons of police lights outside, but no like sirens, and we're like, "What's going on?" And we realized that our street had been blocked off, just like the corner to corner, like just the last block down where you can turn off to like the Taco Bell, which is right over here. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then we see that there's like a car coming from the other side of the street, kind of coming across traffic into our side. And we're like, what the fuck is this? And this pickup truck comes by with a long ass pole on the front, which is clearly like measuring if something could get through. It's like a 20-foot pole. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, what's coming behind this? I'm pretty sure what came behind it was a nuke, because what comes behind it is a huge truck, but instead of like a trailer on the back, instead of like a container on the back, it's just like white fabric, but like pulled tight, like almost a tented container with nuclear fucking the nuke sign all over it, and then a big N on the back, and then like 20 cars fucking caravanning it. And I was like, bro, did a nuke just come down my street? Like, and that's right before I got sick. So maybe it was the radiation from that day.
You sure you didn't dream that?
This is before I was even sick.
Okay. I would love if there was like a taco stand they had to make way through. Yo, fool, selling tacos.
They literally had to they literally closed off so that they could like pass Taco Bell without like anybody in their way. It was the crazy. I was like, what the fuck is about to come down the street? And it just had like, the radiation signs.
Yeah.
Just like covered in it. I was like, well, I don't know if it's like a missile or a bomb or something, but like something in there is nuclear.
That's insane.
Yeah. And then I was thinking, then I started really thinking about it. I was like, I guess if they do start, like, if we ever do come under attack, you're always like, well, they're not going to hit fucking Venice. And then I'm like, well, they might hit one of these neighborhoods surrounded by military bases. This is bad. They're like Mexicans and the military. We can fucking kill all of our least favorite things at once.
Wait, who's we? I'm confused.
Oh, the Illuminati, the people behind all the wars.
Israel?
Yeah. Basically.
I couldn't resist it. What a wonderful time too.
Well, I'm glad my whirlwind of travel is over now that ICE is TSA.
Yeah, I don't really. I've followed it, but not. I don't really I see the lines, the news. I just been chilling on my deck. Truthfully, this was a deck weekend for me and the kids.
Deck weekend.
It was a deck weekend. We got one kid with extreme like diaper rash down there. So she got aired out. So just like air it out on the deck, man.
Have you thought about starting a line of frat dad clothing that just says like, pull your deck out?
No,
it's spring. Pull your deck out.
I like it. I'm hearing rumors Frat Dad is going to be making an appearance here real soon.
Let's go.
Real soon. Yeah, I've learned I've learned a lot. There's just a lot going on down there with little girls, and not to be sounding weird, but just like truthfully, just that part of just the female anatomy is like, there's just so many complications when they're kids with, germs and just like, I mean, I told my neighbor, I just said, man, because he's got two girls. I said, this is why they call it a hatchet wound. I mean, this is truthfully, it's like, dude, you got two little kid dicks. Like, you ain't be getting all this crazy yeast and.
Oh, you said he's got two little girls or he's got two little boys?
He's got two little girls, and we were complaining about the situation. And I was like, yeah, dude, you just air it. He's like, yes, what you got to do. Just like, I let them air it out in the deck. They'll be peeing and shitting. You're just like, there's like a dog.
I mean, it's kind of like the strategy all the way up and through there, and it's like sorority houses, You're just like, hey, go out in your do your TikTok dance, and then go out, and then everybody go out in the courtyard and just air it out.
Did you see somewhat related? Did you see the guy who created OnlyFans died today?
I did. I saw that headline this morning. Yeah.
43. I guess he had cancer and didn't tell anybody.
Oh, wow.
But if you pay $4.99 a month, you can actually go see his funeral. They're going to live stream. Too soon?
You can see the tumor.
Yeah. for an extra $4.99 a month.
Yeah, for $4.99 a month, when they're embalming him, the Undertaker will capture some of his farts and mail them to you in a jar.
Somebody would buy that. There's a lot of sickos out there, man. Or fetish, whatever you call it. Like, I mean, just people have their kinks. I don't know the history though. I don't know if that when that started, if the goal was to monetize, going down the sexual angle. I don't know. It might not have been. Yeah, dude's worth billions, man.
Oh, he's got to be worth. Yeah. I mean, how much was that thing churning out? And I don't know what they take, but
which is crazy because it's kudos to anybody who creates anything, but it's like not the most innovative concept. Right? It's just like a paid.
Yeah, it wasn't a concept, it was a platform.
I'm not gonna tip my hand on this one. I got something. I know somebody whose son is working on not an OnlyFans, but something that I'll tell you off air, an app that I was like, oh, we might be able to work with them on our show. It would.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. Very, very like
virtual Miller Lights, where you can just you pour it out of the bottom of your phone.
Now, during your haze, have you followed this Cam Skattebo stuff?
I did, yeah. The second I saw it, I was like, "What a fucking moron!"
Yeah, but he's messing around.
First of all,
he is.
Okay, first of all,
watch it. I'm gonna pull up. Like if we watch it, he's not being serious. He's clearly messing around, right?
CTE is a real thing.
No, it's an excuse.
I think asthma's an excuse too.
Yeah.
Is that a hot take?
No, that's a good
That's
take.
valid.
Yes, asthma's fake.
Is there anything worse than when you're in 4th grade and someone's huffing and puffing, you're just soft?
Yeah, just literally
be better.
breathe the air.
I mean, he's clearly messing around.
Okay.
I agree.
Is there anything?
I agree with you, but, and this is something I tell people about comedy all the time. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. If you're just messing around.
But that makes it funnier that he's just, doesn't it? Does it not?
It makes it funnier, but like, it's bad delivery. Like, do something, because here's the thing. It's not as funny now that you apologized for it.
I agree. Don't apologize.
If you were like, we were clearly doing a bit, you can see it here by the me doing a bit face. Then you don't have to fucking apologize and be like, oh, okay, sorry, can I not joke anymore? Like, whatever. But instead, you did like the deadpan thing, and then people take everything out of context, and now you're having to fucking put up the classic modern day apology, the Notes app screenshot, or the Instagram story screenshot. PR agents must be like, remember when we crafted these things on letterhead? Now people are just typing it in Comic Sans. And
he wrote it out on Twitter. He actually wrote it out, or whoever is handling his stuff.
Yeah.
I recently did an interview and had a lapse in judgment, which resulted in me making a tasteless joke about CTE and asthma. It was never my intention to downplay the seriousness of head injuries or asthma. I sincerely apologize. Yeah, come on, man. But here's what's crazy. These things just like take off. Again, he's clearly joking. I mean, look at this headline from the New York Post. Giants Cam Skattebo says CTE asthma are fake in stunning video. Stunning?
You got to give the New York Post credit. They don't give a fuck about anything. I guarantee you the New York Post has like published articles that says CTE is fake. And now they're like, well, today you're a villain if you say it.
The asthma thing, he's definitely trolling. Now, see, who knows what he actually believes about CTE? These guys aren't exactly rocket scientists, so
Yeah.
and obviously people have been making jokes about him since he. Oh, I mean, in college at Arizona
I
State,
mean,
but
Cam
even
Skattebo is the first person born with CTE. It's like, how do you have a cranial injury before you were even born? It's like, well, his mom was doing Alabama drills, Oklahoma fucking drills, in while he was in the womb.
he'll fit in nicely with Harbaugh, though. I think that's a good little.
He's doing great.
little-
This is the thing, though. This is kind of precisely the other reason that you've got to like come over the top with your fucking jokes. Is this ain't no fucking Brian Dable anymore? Like Harbaugh probably saw that and flipped the fuck out. It's like know what your team has suddenly become. Your team has suddenly become fucking. The Harbaughs don't think anything. The Harbaughs don't think Costco khakis are funny. They take them very seriously. So, if you're not going to
also the expectations have changed.
Yeah,
for sure with the team.
Yeah. Like he should have been like, also, while we're doing this, is gravity real? Or is it just like a construct of our mind? Would we be able to float if we just said to ourselves, we can float?
Bro, the thought of Cam Skattebo saying construct of our mind. He wouldn't coherently be able to say that. Come on.
Shane, he didn't learn that at the Arizona State, Sac State crossover career.
Is that where he went as well?
Started at Sacramento State.
Oh yeah, he's a genius, that's for sure. That'd be a top school to go to, Arizona State, though, man. I mean, the girls.
You're about to Sacramento State. You're like top school to go to. How can you not want to go to Sac State? The Sack Whackers.
What are they called? What is their nickname?
I have no idea. Should be the Sack Whackers.
No, I'd much rather live in Tempe than Sacramento.
I might disagree with you there. I actually really like Sacramento as a city.
Sacktown.
I've become a low-key Sacramento, a fan of Sacramento as a city. Cool little like off the beaten path NorCal town. Of like all the cities up there, that's like your El Segundo is to LA. It's just like that secret little hit spot. You're like, food's pretty good here. Kind of a fun bar scene, college town. Okay. History, the capital of California.
You never heard anybody talk about Sacramento.
I know. I'm here to tell you, Sacramento's low-key fun. The Kings suck. They have a minor league baseball team masquerading as a major league baseball team, or vice versa. But fun town. I like it.
When you say I don't think college town. I think Sacramento.
But I'm telling you, it is. Sacramento State's there.
Yeah.
It's a fun town. You'd love it. You'd actually love it because you're a history guy. A lot of like California history there. When I stayed there last year for the Mets game, we stayed right in like Fort whatever. And it's just like the history of like Native Americans and then like the settlement of the West and the gold rush and all that shit. It's like fucking real Wild West shit.
Yeah, I guess, I don't think about that. You get me looking up colleges. Let's see if you can guess Sacramento State.
Their mascot? Or what am I guessing?
Oh, they got an interesting one.
Mascot?
Yeah. They're the Hornets.
Okay, I knew that.
But their actual mascot is
Cam Skattebo.
Is Herky the Hornet. Herky.
I've seen this. Doesn't he look like Cam Skattebo?
He does. He's ripped.
Yeah.
Herky the Hornet. he's up to trouble. I bet he could bong some beers. Bench press 300. Then take a shit in a washing machine. Oh, Herky the Hornets up to no good. So Cam will be back next year, right? Like his injury.
Yeah.
What is he classified as then for the team? RB.
Yeah, he's a
two?
running back. Oh yeah. I think he'd probably start RB2. I think the way he played last year, there would be hope that he would be one, but coming off an injury, and then they re-signed Singletary. They still have Tracy. So I think they would hope that maybe he can emerge, but he's coming off a pretty nasty ankle injury.
Yeah.
But he started camp last year. They were just like, throw-in guy, whatever. And now people are like, Skataboo and Neighbors and Dart. Isaiah Likely.
Likely's a nice little pickup.
I agree.
Did you see any of this flag football thing?
I saw Jalen Hurts pick 6.
I didn't see that.
Jalen Hurts threw one right to a fucking iPhone salesman. Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts saying no. I think he actually had Devontae Smith, and nice little. He went full Jameis Winston to the guy who works the fucking cubicle in the middle of the mall. He's like, "You want an iPhone case with your face on it, or you want me to pick off a Super Bowl MVP?"
So I obviously the videos were making the rounds. I guess there was a Team USA, a Team Wildcats FCC, and who else was there? Another team. I don't really understand it because you had like social media people and some celebrities, and then actual football players. I did laugh because all the Burrow stuff, and everybody's like, "Yo, what is he doing?" Did you see this?
I saw Burrow take a hit.
Yeah, watch this.
Seem like a hothead. It doesn't seem like you're processing information correctly. It seems like you're out there doing what you want to do. But if you say that's what the coach told you to do, then fine. I say.
I mean, can we Kevin Hart? Can you fucking take a nap? Take a nap. How many times do I say? I don't have nothing against Kevin Hart. Just stop working one day. One day, take a break.
Kevin Hart
refuses to not work.
Kevin Hart knows the same thing that we all know about Kevin Hart. If he stops working for 1 minute, the world is gonna be like, it's actually the world's actually a better place without Kevin Hart screaming nonsense. We should not have him back.
You see, I'm not even going that far. I'm just like, yo, man, take a nap. He is in everything.
If you found out 10 years from now that we were much further along with fucking AI and robots and shit like that, and there's actually 6 Kevin Harts, would you be that surprised?
No.
Would you be that surprised that you were like, well, here's the thing with AI, they'll never be able to take comedy because, you'll never be able to program. I'm like, you could program AI to be Kevin Hart. That's for sure.
And obviously, look, man, here's my thing. He is where he worked his ass off. I'm not negating that, but I'm like, you can take a break. That's all I'm saying. Have a deck weekend, bro, with your kids. Sit out on the deck. Enjoy the weather.
The one weekend he tried to spend at home in Malibu, he fucking drove his car off a cliff. So maybe he should be out there working.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he drove through a fucking fence, almost went down a ravine. Because he was like, I'm late for a commercial with The Rock.
Is it because he can't reach the gas pedal?
Yeah. Well, it's because he has to use a cane to work the gas pedal, and it got stuck. No one put my telephone books in the car.
Then they made somebody made a highlight reel I mean, look, again, I'm not if I am a Bengals fan or if I am those idiots operating the Bengals, I'm not liking this. We don't need the music, but like he's doing like I don't know how I feel about some of these.
It's insane, honestly, that
You know, I mean, look at it. It's like
it's insane. Like, just forget the specifics of it. Like, he doesn't, there's no contact. He must not give a shit at all. But like the fact that, like, how are the Bengals even letting him do this?
that's what I'm saying. But not just him, all these guys.
Yeah, but your quarterback who's fucking injury prone and
Yeah.
has had a bunch of non-contact injuries and like hurt his thumb and his toe and his.
You think the Bengals?
I think the Eagles were like, yeah, Jalen Hurts, go check that shit out, see what happens. It's all good. Try not to get hurt. Remember, it's flag football.
Well, I mean, this was supposed to be. I don't know if you followed it. This is again the NFL. This is a partnership with Fanatics, who was like, "Hey, yeah, we'll do this," and then you can pay $400 for a hat or whatever they're charging now.
Right.
It was supposed to be, I think, in Saudi Arabia, right? Yeah, it was supposed to be an arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, but because of the war, it was in LA.
What fucking world do we live in, bro? Bro, the flag football game that was announced by Kevin Hart with one of the Paul brothers throwing a football at Tom Brady while Jalen Hurts just fucking pick sixes to a guy who works at Applebee's was supposed to take place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, because the whole thing was being paid for by terrorist oil money. But it couldn't because of our current war with Iran. And no one was going to be able to get over there in time because masked ICE agents are currently running TSA. So instead, it had to happen in LA, which was great because then there was way more influencers there in the crowd filming on their Insta 360s and their drones. It is idiocracy.
Well, I mean, you could have said that years ago.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying it now.
I mean, like, again, it's so funny when you talk about, and we'll get to this in a minute, but like idiocracy, it's like, again, people will always want to like debate stuff they see. You're like, well, this is just like, I saw people debate, and we're going to get to some of these wild Joel Embiid stats. And I saw like people trying to argue underneath it. I'm like, these are just stats. Like, what are we arguing here?
Well, again, we're past that point now where facts are facts and stats are stats and lies are lies and news is news. We're just like, it's all that shit. Those days are gone. That ship has sailed. I say that all the time about like, listen, our political system in the United States of America has been broken since the beginning. But there was one good part. There was the part where, remember, you got caught in a single lie and they just were like, well, it was fun seeing you. Goodbye forever. Now we literally don't, like, facts aren't facts, lies aren't lies. You could just put up a Joel Embiid stat and they're like, here's why that's not true. And you're like,
from the beginning? I think the political system worked for a long time.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, look, I ideally,
the hottest take I've ever heard.
Like, what are we talking about here? Are we talking about like the founding father stuff? Yeah. Are we talking the two-party system? I'm not a fan of it, but like, I don't know. I would, it would take some serious historical digging to be like, how much aligned have the two parties actually been? And it might be a while. I don't know. Definitely when it comes to military operations, but I don't know. I guess if you're going there, that's a discussion. But as far as the actual system, like the checks and balances, I think it's worked out pretty well for the most part.
Okay.
I mean, how can you do that? Like it's a pretty insane system that it was set up to work out
from the beginning. Literally from the beginning, our votes don't count the same. Like your vote and my vote doesn't count the same as American citizens. That's a bad system.
Are you talking about like 3/5 of
college? Like
you're talking about like women can't have the right to vote, like that stuff, like 3/5 of a person of like a slave, like a former slave.
Yeah. They're like,
Yeah,
that slave owner just got elected because slaves can't vote, so black people can't vote, women can't vote.
I'm a fan of the electoral college, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's the dumbest dog shit that's ever existed, especially especially in 2026, where you can get your information in rural Ohio at the same speed that I can get my information in the fucking coastal elite town.
Yeah, but I think
not to mention the fact that I don't live in a coastal elite town. I actually live in farmland.
I think it was obviously set up so that to make it more fair and balanced. I mean, look,
fair would be everybody,
the whole country.
To try this sometime. Try this 3 years from now when your kids are both sentient beings and you're making a dinner decision. Tell Isla her vote is only half as important as Molly's, because Molly's younger and she should have more of a say, and she has the smaller room and whatever. You're gonna fucking lose your eyeballs. You're actually only worth half of your sister's vote.
No, they're my kids. They get zero. You get 0 votes. Dad is giving you the dino nugs and the strawberries, and you're eating it. God damn it! It's like what Ruther used to always say. Because I'm your dad, that's why. Hated it at the time. Now I'm like, I'm gonna use that. You don't really have much of a say. Anyway, let's reel it back in. I'm gonna reel it back in here.
Let's get some Joel Embiid stats.
Well, before we do that,
okay,
I just want to wrap up the flag football thing. Is like they again was scheduled for, which is hilarious to me, Saudi Arabia. Like they are trying so hard to push this international. And my response time and time again is like, guys, I just don't know how much it's going to catch on.
What, football as a sport?
Yeah, come on. All right, Joel Embiid stats. Here's some 2 great stats I've seen recently, which I was just like,
this is. I'm assuming one of them is he has as many games missed as games played thus far in his career. Like
that was the first one I saw posted March 15th. He's officially, this was March 15th, so what are we, 8 days ago? He's officially missed as many regular season games as he has played in his career, 485. The first comment underneath that, I mean, I have to do it. Okay, not really truthful. Set out first 2 years with surgeries, so his career didn't start yet. So it's actually 485 games played and 320 missed. And of course, the person who posted this wrote, he got paid those 2 years and is on the roster. They count as games missed. Yes. What are we doing here?
Also, let's go one step. Who is defending Joel Embiid at this point? What are you, a Sixers fan? It can't be. Are you in his? Is it Jake Embiid, his cousin? Like who? Like if you're a Sixers fan at this point,
at Embiid _ is Philly.
At kill yourself _ now.
Profile pic is Joel Embiid. Over 26,000 posts. There's a fun one, followed by the I Am Rappaport Stereo podcast. That's a crazy stat, though, man.
It's insane. Even more insane is he was playing middle linebacker in the flag football league in fucking Bahrain yesterday.
This one might be more wild. This was posted yesterday. Since Joel Embiid won his MVP, he's appeared in 91 games. Jokic has 87 triple doubles since Embiid won his MVP.
Yeah, that was always one of the great sham MVPs of all time.
So Jokic has almost as many MVPs as games that
Triple doubles, yeah.
Triple doubles that Embiid has appeared in since winning the MVP. Yeah, what a sham. That's a bad MVP, man.
In that season, he barely played enough games. Like that was an insanely fucking weak season for Embiid when he did that. Played like 50 something games or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's why they changed the rule to how many games you have to play now to win an award.
Well, my thing is, if you look at MVPs across sports, that might be one of the biggest sham ones. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Like, and I'm not trying to disrespect because I would have to do a deep dive, but like, I don't know, like the Rich Gannon MVP. I'm just trying to think like nobody had a better season than Rich Gannon when he won the MVP with the Raiders when they got their ass kicked in the Super Bowl that year. I'm just trying to think of a sham.
I mean,
MVP.
honestly, off the top of my head, way less of a sham than Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Like Rich Gannon was pretty fucking good that year.
He was. Let's see how good your knowledge is. Where was that Super Bowl played? Bucks, Raiders.
San Diego.
Wow, you're good. You knew it.
I knew it because they flew, what's his name, up on the helicopter to do the first ever Jimmy Kimmel.
The fat dude.
Warren Sapp.
Was it Warren Sapp?
I think so, wasn't it?
Oh, I thought you were talking about his the Mexican dude on the show.
No.
I just said a fat dude. Warren Sapp is also a fat dude.
Yeah.
I do remember that was the first episode of that show.
Alexa, stop.
You and I were texting some LeBron. I mean, I know people probably get sick of it, but some LeBron stuff before the show. Just like, again, I think it's interesting that these guys are like underappreciated when these guys get like, not these guys like him, because there's not these guys. What they can do at
1 of 1.
40-41. And the Lakers are rolling. I didn't read. Can you sum up? I didn't have time. You sent me like a long article on the Ringer about how he's changed his game since he came back from injury.
Yeah. And, I think I tried to express this in my fever dream the other day while also trying not to die. But he really didn't have like a clear adjustment to his game. I think it's offensive to LeBron to say like he just played his game. He's been LeBron James his whole career. It's like LeBron James's game has ever been evolving, and that's why he's the single greatest basketball player of all time. But he didn't have like a sea change to his game with the welcoming of Luka to the Lakers, or even coming into this season, full season of like, oh, Luka's going to be the guy. Like he was still very much, you could still see typical LeBron James in his game up until he got hurt with the Lakers this year. They kept posting all these stats about how the Lakers are better with him off the floor. Like, look at Luka's numbers, look at Reeves's numbers. And let's be honest, like that's, those are facts as we're talking about, but the context is like when you take off the guy who has scored the most points in NBA history, a ball dominant player, and there's just more ball for two guys who are also kind of ball controllers. Obviously those guys' stats are going to go up, but there's also the issue that we've talked about with the Lakers from the beginning of this, which is there is a redundancy in the type of player that Luka is a player that can only exist because LeBron James existed. Luka is carved from what LeBron James was as a player. A big ball dominant guy who's not only your lead scorer, but also going to be the guy who facilitates your offense. So there was always a redundancy, but that was always also the strategy of the Lakers. They're like, well, let's see what we can figure out with these guys for a couple years. But the truth is, this is just a torch passing to Luka. He's going to be the future of the Lakers. LeBron's time has run out. We're the Lakers. We don't have rebuilding years, except when Kobe decides that he's going to score a bunch of points and miss the playoffs, or you finish 8th and get swept. So the idea that this was ever going to like work to the tune of contender, I don't think anybody really ever thought that. But LeBron James gets hurt, sees how these guys play without him, comes back, and he's been a different player. He's doing a lot more kind of picking his spots. He's doing a lot more standing in the corner, sort of being a decoy, being a catch and shoot guy, catching lobs, making cuts like LeBron James. And this is, the hilarious thing about the, coward clip you sent me and the one I sent back to you. LeBron James is still like jumping passing lanes and getting fucking hammering tomahawk dunks because he's still incredibly athletic. But now he's able to do that on defense a little bit more. He's allowed to take a little bit more chances, try to jump some passing lanes. He's becoming a pick his spots guy, which if you follow LeBron James' last few years of career, they would say he would kind of turn himself on and off. Like he would kind of lay low because he was conserving energy. He knows he can't, go hard for 40 minutes every night. But now he has Luka, who's the focal point of this offense. He can really keep himself, in an on-off switch kind of thing. And since he's come back from that injury, the Lakers have been awesome, and he's been awesome. The other night he had a triple-double. He still has nights where he scores 30, but like I think he's averaging 21 and 8 and 7 or something like that. And again, the cutting to the basket, the chase down blocks, the transition play, the still. And I've said this forever, and I will say it again. The greatest passer in NBA history, still able to do that. So he's still facilitating, and now being able to facilitate off ball, it makes the Lakers dangerous. Like we talked about this last episode a little bit. I don't think that they're better than OKC, and I don't think that they're better than San Antonio. But in a round 2 where they catch San Antonio, like they are a dangerous team because they have one of the great players in the NBA, an amazing second banana in Austin Reeves, and then the greatest player of all time playing like the Josh Hart role.
Yeah, I guess that's the question, with them winning 9 in a row, it's like how dangerous can they be? I saw some things that were interesting.
I wouldn't want to, there's not a lot of teams that want to play the Lakers.
Well, what I find interesting is a lot of people will dismiss them, and I see other things that people will say, which I think has good value in it when they say, look, man, throughout history, if you take an all-time great, name the sport, and the team is playing well that they're on, you don't want to play said team with that player. You know what I'm saying? But it's dismissed with LeBron right now, whereas like you don't want to run into a hot Tom Brady in the playoffs, right? You don't want to run into a John Elway. Again, older guys, Jordan too. It's like now a little different.
And now you didn't really have to worry about that because Jordan didn't make the playoffs when he was aging.
True.
So that was something you didn't have to worry about. You didn't have to worry about running into like a Kobe Bryant at 40 because he was losing games and missing the playoffs, but like scoring 60 in game 82.
Yeah. That's true.
But you know, you also the part about LeBron, and people just hate him. You'll see the player, you'll see the critics of LeBron James who will say Michael Jordan was never a third banana. You're right. Michael Jordan was the lead guy on a team that missed the playoffs and looked kind of embarrassing doing it. LeBron James being the third banana on a 3 seed just shows you that in the end, he's always been and will always be the greatest of all time, because he's not just, oh, I'm going to go back to Cleveland, or I'm going to go to Charlotte for the end of my career and score 40 points a game and ride off into the sunset on a lottery team. He's shifted his game to help a team. Are they going to win the championship? Probably not. But are they going to compete with a team that wins the championship, or compete with a team that plays the team that wins the championship in the Western Conference? Yeah, they're gonna. And it's like, you know, we always talk about sports. Everybody gets caught in the talking head sport of it all. But like, you got to dial it back to like, remember, if you really care about sports, you probably played sports as a kid. It's like, hey, do what helps the team. The idea that that's like a AYSO 4-year-old soccer strategy that should exist your whole sports career, but instead is like, I never saw Kobe taking a back seat to anybody. That's why he fucking missed the playoffs. Like, this is why LeBron James is one of the greatest athletes in fucking history.
Yeah. Well, the changing the game is definitely a thing, guy.
Like, you go to Michael Phelps is the greatest Olympian of all time, in my opinion. I don't get involved in, you know, I don't know the stats on, you know, speed skating, long distance speed skating, and shit like that, or whatever. There were when Michael Phelps had his historic single Olympics, he was the fucking anchor on a bunch of these relay races. When he won gold medals 8 years later as the member of the Olympics team, he wasn't the anchor.
Yeah.
And you're like,
that's a good comparison.
You know?
I like that. Yeah. Adapt doesn't have to be the star.
In fact, I think in the great comeback, in the one that they needed for him to break the record, I don't even think he was the anchor in that.
The one I was against Australia or something.
Yeah. Or France, where they like came back from behind and against France. I don't even think he was the anchor in that fucking relay. Oh, Kobe would never swim first.
That's always been a bad take. That's always been a really bad NBA take. I would argue one of the worst, when people argue about, you know, the killer instinct of taking the final shot. When, again, Jordan, to his credit, dished to Kerr, dished to John Paxson. It's like, that was the better look, the wide open three, the wide open jump shot.
How about in the Lakers series where he just like kept feeding John Paxson? John Paxson had like a takeover fourth quarter game.
That's right. Forgot about that.
But, you know, that's where you get into so the thing with Kobe Bryant is Kobe Bryant didn't pass and then just like failed a bunch at the end, and his shooting percentage on like tying or going head threes was like 22%. He's actually one of the least clutch basketball players in the history of the fucking sport. But Kobe fans are delusional, so they've convinced themselves they're not. Jordan fans are delusional in the sense that they pretend that those things didn't even happen. Jordan actually made the right play a bunch of times, but they're like, no, only Michael would ever take the final shot.
Yeah. I know it's
we'll never get a LeBron James again. Everybody talks about it all the time in terms of the game just keeps getting better and it just keeps improving and it just keeps whatever. It's not a matter of the game
not in our
improving.
lifetime.
It's just plain hard work and luck and whatever. Like, for him to go this long, also with the amount of money these guys make across sports, dude, how could you be driven to play 22 years at something? To be the guy who was on the cover of Sports Illustrated at 16 or whatever, being the Felipe Lopez, being the whatever, being the guy they were like, the next great thing, becoming the next great thing, having it all work out, becoming the GOAT, continuing to do it, then being like, I'm going to be, not only have I met Jordan and passed him, I'm going to go past Kareem with points. I'm going to go past Robert Parrish with games. And then I'm going to do what everybody always said all these other guys do. Imagine if this dude, just like late in his career, decided to become this, decided to adjust like that, decided to be like this. There's always been this idea of what if these great players adjusted their games? None of them were able to do it. LeBron seemingly wasn't able to do it the last couple of years, and props to him having been forced to step back from the team with an injury and watching it as an outsider and being like, oh, this is why it works without me. Now, when I come back, having the lack of ego, everybody, LaFlop, the biggest ego, calls himself the GOAT all time. It's a storyline that you guys created. And like I say about all liars these days, it's all projection. All of the fucking Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, dick-sucking losers, it's all projection. What you're saying LeBron James does is what Jordan and Kobe did, which is ego, 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 never step back, never step back, never step back.
Well, look, I think they all have egos. I mean, truthfully.
Sure, but LeBron James is actively and happily slid into being the third best player on a team behind Austin Reeves and Luka.
You know what my one gripe about LeBron would be?
Meanwhile, we have Jeremy Lin going like, oh, Kobe Bryant stabbed me because I asked him to be the pick in a pick and roll.
No, I think what Kobe did in that instance was even worse. Kobe ghosted. Like, you ghosted a teammate. You went full Mean Girls, like a high school white chick, man. Even worse. What I was going to say is my gripe, I was thinking about this the other day. And I was like, I think from just and there's a few things. I mean, this is non-basketball related with LeBron that I would, again, if we really want to critique, but what I kept coming back to, and I was like, you know what you should have done, LeBron? And I know it's at hindsight's 2020. You never should, you almost purposely did the Kobe route in a way, but almost even more, like, as far as trying to follow the shadow, and I understand every kid wanted to be 23 growing up, but my point is 23, you remade Space Jam, and it's like you ain't him. Like, and I know he's got a million people around, but again, it's just my opinion. My take would be like, do you, man? Do your own thing. And not that he hasn't, because he has, but just there's still enough of following the lead, which again, I get is hard to do because we all grew up under the Jordan era, but it's like,
well, I think there's a couple different things with that. I think there's two separate two separate issues there. I mean, one, he comes into the league, or he's in high school and he's wearing 23, and he comes in the league and he's wearing 23. He's a kid. At that point, the idea, and it's crazy because people were like talking about it and it came through, but the idea that this kid would one day actually be in comparisons with Michael Jordan, I don't even think that was realistic to him.
Yeah.
So, wearing your favorite player's number coming into the league, I think a lot of guys do that shit and whatever.
For sure.
But like, I think it's almost.
It just sucks now that there's always that comparison.
Sure. He probably should have stayed 6 when he fucking, switched to 6. And then the Space Jam thing, he obviously moved to LA because he wanted to do the movie thing. And spoiler, I don't know if you guys know anything about the state of Hollywood right now. They don't actually make new movies. He's lucky they didn't make him do fucking Air Bud.
He should do that. He should do Air Bud.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart can be the voice of the dog. Kevin Hart's the voice of the dog.
After LeBron's career, when he tries to stay in movies and he's out of basketball, they're like, you're a coach. You're a coach of a white basketball team in Indiana, but you got to go against the black guys in the finals. And it's the 1950s, and you got a drunk fucking thing. It's like, we're remaking Hoosiers with LeBron James as the head coach? They're like, what's their other option? Have AI write a script?
I'd see that, by the way.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart can be again, I'm looking for roles for Kevin Hart. He could be
Kevin
the
Hart
guy who shoots Granny.
What's that?
He shoots the Granny shot. Free throw.
I was going to say Kevin Hart could be the Dennis Hopper drunk assistant. Kevin Hart fucking overplaying drunk.
Oh, it'd be so obnoxious. It'd be so great at the same time. It'd be so great at the same time. Kevin Hart running onto the court. Or they switch it up. It's an all-black team, and then they got to face the all-white team in the championship game.
And they're all European floppers. Which, by the way, just shout out to More Stories with Jay Moore today, this afternoon, Andy. You know who will be interviewing? The OG Flop King.
Vlade Divac?
Vlade Divac.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. The OG Flop King.
I wonder how many packs. Is he gonna be just smoking cigarettes?
I hope so.
What's he doing these days?
I don't know. Podcasts, I guess. He's not in charge of the Kings anymore.
I was like, because what wasn't he? Was he a GM of the Kings?
Yeah.
Is he considered like the OG Flop King?
Yeah. And he not only is he the OG Flop King, he he's like, it's my fault and it went too far.
Oh, he takes ownership of it.
Yeah. He's like, flopping's out of control, even though I'm kind of responsible for it.
Wait a second. He was president of something?
He was president of the Kings.
Oh, no. It was a professional basketball team in Europe.
Oh, I thought I was like, yeah, no, I guess the Kings aren't technically a professional basketball team. Wasn't he president of the Kings, or he was just GM of the Kings, or he was like head of player personnel for the Kings or something like that?
He, I mean, come on. He got a big old Wikipedia.
I mean, I feel like it's at the top. Former basketball player, most recently.
He was GM.
Yeah.
But again, the Kings have kind of been a dumpster fire. Like overall as an organization.
Yes.
He's 7'1".
Yeah.
He can make you look short. He's 58.
Traded for Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him. I wonder how Kobe Bryant feels being traded for one of the GOATs.
Now, what's a conversation like that go? Like, are you talking just?
I don't know. We haven't done it yet.
I know, but I'm asking, like how closely does Jay Moore follow
Hoops?
Yeah.
How closely does Jay follow hoops?
Yeah.
Well, he goes to every Lakers game. Follows Lakers hoops.
Okay, so I just was curious about Vlade's career, because even Vlade, I would have to do some research if I was ever talking to somebody like him. I didn't know that he would.
Not me. I mean, you want to talk about falling in my hot zone?
A
kid born in 1979 comes of age in the late 80s watching basketball, takes it through fucking out. Like, I watched every goddamn second of Vlade's career. You go Lakers to the Hornets with when he gets traded. He turns around for a couple of years. It was like, man, the Hornets got a steal getting Vlade. He got added to a solid Hornets team. Then I believe he went to the Kings, but not directly. I feel like he made a stop. Maybe you're
No, he did. I'm looking at it.
He went Hornets Kings.
Yeah.
And then he was on those Kings teams that were like, he was on the Kings team that took the Lakers to 7.
You mean the one that the NBA rigged?
Yeah.
For the Lakers to make the finals?
Yeah. He's on that team, but he's on the team, a couple of years earlier. He's playing with White Chocolate. He's playing with those teams where they were still finding themselves. So yeah, Vlade, man. Vlade, Dottie, we likes to party. I'm going to be like, have you ever co-DJ'd with Ronnie Cycli?
They got to put out an album, man.
Yeah.
Those Kings teams were fun.
Super fun.
Who was it? Him,
Weber, Bibby, Bobby
Peja.
Jackson. Yeah. Peja, Hito.
Oh, I forgot about Turkaloo. They were fun. They were deep.
Yeah. I mean, the team that went to 7 with the Lakers, the one that was rigged, Jason Williams is gone by then.
Yeah. Bibby's leading the point.
Bibby's leading. You got Bobby Jackson, Doug Christie, I'm sure. Hito, Peja. I don't know if Corliss Williamson's still there at that point, but definitely.
Oh, good find.
But definitely.
I was watching the NCAA tournament game. I saw, I liked it. I saw that Arkansas, and maybe they've been doing this, they went back to those shorts during the Arkansas Corliss Williamson heydays with the stripe through it. Remember all the teams had that?
Yeah, yeah.
I was watching that second round game and I was like, oh, they're rocking this again.
Have you been watching? That's a nice segue. Have you watched any March Madness?
I have. So I got out the again, it was deck weekend here through Ruther household.
Pull your deck out.
Busted out the TV's perfect out there. The kids are playing around, and then at night I had the fire pit going. I'm not gonna lie, Saturday was pretty good. The kids were in bed. I was out there. I had the TV going, the fire pit.
So you have the TV on. Now you have sound on that TV while you're outside?
Yeah.
And that's okay in the neighborhood. Like you keep it pretty low, or just like you kind of face like a little, you face nothing in the back, right?
Yeah. I'm not worried. And Brittany was out and she's like, I'm really craving a slice of pizza from Ramundo's. And I was like, yo, I don't need one, but you gotta swing by Ramundo's, get me a piece of that, a large slice of that that Uncle Frank's hot spicy sausage.
Okay.
She came home, brought that.
Pull your Uncle Frank's hot spicy sausage out.
Yeah, so I was watching the games. I saw my alma mater just get their shit pushed in by Michigan.
I got a hot take for you, Andy, and I haven't watched a ton of it, but I've watched a little bit. The quality of college basketball has greatly improved now that everybody's 27 years old. Now that there are adults playing the game, the quality's actually improved.
Yeah,
Now,
no,
it has nothing to do with college or university basketball, but for an adult men's league, they've really they've really cleaned up some of this stuff.
well, I've laughed because they're running these ads. I'm sure you've seen them. They're running like the NCAA is like trying to like run these student athlete ads during the games, and I'm just like, come on, guys. Yeah, but I mean, even like that game winning play, which was great for what was it, Iowa against Florida. I was like, I don't know if you saw at the end of the game when he kicks out to the 3. It was like that was a great play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were some wild endings. It's definitely affected. I saw a stat though. It's definitely affected the upsets, like the mid majors.
Yeah, there's no more upsets, right?
Because you basically need, because you're on a salary or like a salary cap, right? I was reading today in the local paper here, just like how much Xavier has fallen off since like this all started getting implemented. It was like they were consistently in the tournament, consistently making Sweet 16 runs, somewhat consistently, I should say, Elite 8 runs. But it was saying like it was looking at the Big East. It was like Xavier only has like $5.5 million for their roster. It said it would put them right below average of the Big East. But it was saying like UConn, St. John's, their roster is about $8.5, $9 million. And it was like that $3 million is a huge difference for the type of player you're getting.
I just did a quick peek just because I haven't. I'm not even keeping up enough. But so just a quick run through. Every single one of the regions has 3 of the 4 top 4s. So you have 1, 2, 4 in the Midwest, 1, 2, 4 in the West, 2, 3, 4 in the South, and 1, 2, 5 in the East.
Yeah. So again, that's why these teams need like general managers, right? Because it's like, how do we build a roster? We can't have guys that are going to be going through the process of maturing their skill level and their talent for 3-4 years.
Yeah. Plus, you need a GM and then you need like a scouting department because now it's not just about high schools. You got to go be checking out like Venice Beach, and parks, and like Rex, YMCA's.
It's working for Pitino.
Yeah.
That's literally what he did.
Oh, yeah. And he's like open about it. He's like, I have no interest in if you played high school basketball last year. Like, you can't be on St. John's. But also, it's crazy. I've literally watched maybe an hour total or 2 hours max, like combined of the tournament. Just like, I watched the second half of the St. John's game yesterday pretty closely and whatever. But like, they're like, hey, this guy's at the line. He started at Sac State. Then he was at Boise. He was at Iowa. He was at Florida. Obviously his junior year was cut short by the pandemic. And now I'm like, what do you mean his junior year? That was 6 years ago. How old is this kid? They're like, his son is playing 9th grade basketball now at the same high school he did.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. And truthfully, it was one court decision, right? You never see this. A unanimous court decision on the NIL. 9-0 by the justices. And it's like, since then, just the floodgates. I don't have an answer. I don't know what like the future is. I don't know what.
Well, didn't Trump say he was stepping in and he was going to fix the transfer portal?
I think I did see something like that.
He did. I'm pretty sure I saw that.
I know.
Unbelievable.
We're fixing it.
Yeah. You're going to have to talk to ICE if you want to transfer schools. You can only be transported via ICE. You'll be in the detention. We're having the 1 year off again, but you'll spend it in a nice detention center.
The food's good.
You can go from Iowa to Florida, but you need to spend 1 year in Alligator Alcatraz eating dogs.
Oh man, I did see that. I laughed. I think I was texting with somebody about that too. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like this whole thing is just Again, I don't know. I don't know what it is. You do like the upsets. That's kind of a bummer. You do like the Cinderella runs, those sort of things. But I agree. I thought the same thing. I was like, I think the quality has gotten better. I'm seeing a lot better offense. It's you see again like a Patino or like an Izzo, like guys who can coach are gonna get their guys to the second week. Now I'm bummed. My bracket, dude, I don't know what I did. I accidentally hit something. I think that like made these weird auto picks. Like I know like I had picked it and then I hit something and I thought I changed it. This is through ESPN because I know I had St. John's going to the Final Four. And then I looked the other day and I go, what the fuck? I didn't do this. What kind of weird auto thing did I hit? Like I had Duke losing the first round to a 16 seed. I was like, I didn't pick this.
Yeah, they almost did.
Which is crazy. I know. And then I was like,
Nike's alma mater. Technically not his alma mater though, because he didn't graduate. But the Siena Saints, where Mikey and I are both technically not allowed on campus anymore. We're persona non grata.
Is there term limits on that?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it might be a lifetime ban.
What'd you guys do again?
Beat up his roommates. But Mikey was also like on triple secret probation. It was just a nail in the coffin.
Like physically?
Yeah. They were stealing his Adderall.
So you guys kicked their ass?
Yeah, we stalked them around fucking town and then like ran into them back at the fucking.
Hey, wait, his roommates? So they need to go. Was he still living with them?
Well, he was literally kicked off campus that night. They're like, put all your shit in your car and you're out of here forever. And I was like, what? And we were like wasted. And he was like, drive off this campus. I was like, you're telling me to drive? This is crazy.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's a long story.
That's insane.
Yeah. But he'd already like pissed on his RA and like, yeah, he was
he had a rap sheet.
He had a rap sheet. I just came in and helped him seal the deal.
Yeah, I definitely think about some of the stuff I did.
But they handed me a slip of paper. I was like, what the fuck did I do? Me? What did I do?
What did it say? A slip of paper.
Persona non grata. You're a persona non grata on the Siena College campus. You are no longer welcome here.
I mean, who wrote that? Who gave that to you? Yeah. Who gave that to you? Who gave that to you?
Campus police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't hold up. Where's Siena?
Albany.
You guys need to go back.
I think, aren't they coached by Jerry Mack now? I think they are. I could have I feel like they were at one point.
They're they are coached by Jerry Mack. I didn't know he was coaching.
Yeah.
Their mascot is
Saint Bernard.
Bernie. Weird. It's Bernie Sanders' face.
Yeah. It's weird for me to be the mascot of a private university and also want college to be free. I am a Saint Bernard. I am Saint Bernie Sanders. I'm once again asking for 8.5 points spread against Duke.
You even got his mittens on. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I think you have shared that before.
Yeah, I for sure shared that before.
Yeah. So anyway, my bracket was pretty much ruined. Like I had
bracket busted, but
it had Kansas in the final.
Barely.
Yeah, I had Kansas in the. I was like, I didn't put Kansas in the Final Four. I had them losing to St. John's. And those grown ass men that Patino's found at the YMCA. Yo, you can hoop. You want to go to school?
The end of that game was wild, huh? The fucking 5 fouls to give in the last like 9 seconds, and then the kid still gets that fucking shot off.
Yeah, That was wild.
And
There was-
now he had to go back to work at his accounting office today. Fucking crazy. He has 4 kids and a wife.
Well, you gotta love the storyline. Patino against Duke.
Yeah.
It's a great storyline. I mean, how many times are you going to show the Christian Laettner Kentucky play this week? Probably a bunch. Yeah, I don't know. Michigan again. I haven't watched shit. I watched that game against St. Louis U, and they looked fucking good, man. Like they're deep too.
Did you and Tug have a bet on it?
No, I got to reach out to. I haven't talked to Tug in a long time, to be honest. Is he still 3 kids?
Yeah, I believe he just still has 3 kids. I don't
3
think he
boys?
has any more. I don't think he has any more. Not that I've heard. And I also haven't heard of him losing any. So yeah, I think he's just got the 3 boys.
Okay. I was more like wondering if he added.
Yeah.
If you want to go full basketball team.
Yeah. Not that I know of. But he's not active on social media these days. So maybe he had a 4th kid and we just don't know about it. I wouldn't be surprised. They do seem like the type of people who are like, all right, one more, see if we can get a girl.
I don't. Somebody was telling me, who knows if it's true. Somebody was telling me statistically, if you have 3 of the same gender, you're statistically more prone to continue that trend for the 4th. Which I was like, oh, holds up for my family. Holds up for Stafford.
Not me. Our family, we had the 3 boys and then a girl.
That's right. You guys are an outlier. Yeah. And who knows if that's even true. Did Kobe have 3 or 4 girls?
3 girls. He didn't have 4, did he?
Man, the Mamba mentality was not in the bedroom, huh?
No.
How pissed do you think Kobe was that he only had girls? I bet he's pissed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like most people are just like happy to have kids. I bet he was like legitimately like.
I feel like he was hoping one of them. I feel like he was hoping one of them went trans. I feel like he was hoping that they were the first girl to go guy and compete in guy sports. He's like, yeah, Mamba mentality. She's playing boys basketball.
Oh man. Well, the trolls, I saw the trolls the Kobe stands found us on YouTube too. I mean, they have
today or just generally?
Just the latest, because we discussed the BAM.
Oh, the Kobe stand. Yeah. Good. Welcome. I hope you guys are watching this one too. Kobe's the most overrated athlete in fucking NBA history.
The one guy I wrote back.
Top 5 in sports.
He was like dissing us, and I wrote back, we should have stopped at 81 views to honor Kobe. No response.
Yeah.
I mean, is that where we're at? Most overrated, Kobe?
Who's more overrated? I mean, in sports.
Melo? No.
Yeah, but I mean, that
he
would
doesn't have the lore.
That would be an interesting breakdown. Like Melo's probably the gap between what Melo really is and what people hold Melo to be is probably wider than the gap between Kobe and what Kobe really is. But you really can't. If you're talking about most overrated, people say there are lunatics who say no one's ever said Carmelo Anthony is the GOAT.
That's true. I see what you're saying.
People think Kobe Bryant is the greatest basketball player of all time, which is complete and total, if you're watching this on YouTube, fucking idiocy. Well, you're a moron. Stop watching basketball. You don't get it.
The Derek Jeter overrated is up there.
Yes. In sports, that's
because of the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, I'll just forget the defensive side of the ball. Like, take that out of it. Even that, like, you never won a batting title. You never won an MVP. You're an undisputed first ballot Hall of Famer. You never won an MVP.
That's where I struggle. The undisputed and never won a batting title, never won an MVP. I mean, like that's probably your top 3 most overrated. But you're right. It's probably Kobe. The Jeter is right there. But you're right. The expectation level or what people have said how great Melo was doesn't compare to the other two. And very similar as far as the titles and surrounded by great players. Do they both have 5? Does Jeter have 5?
Yeah.
Kobe has 5. I mean,
and then there's a whole that's a whole other thing, which is like in baseball, like ring counting in baseball is just hilariously dumb.
But again, I don't think we do it. We only do it for him. It's weird.
Right.
Like I can't seriously off the top of my head, I just can't think of somebody being like.
I posted this on the other day. I've deleted. So I haven't deleted Twitter from my phone, but I've deleted my Fix Your Life Twitter account from my profile on Twitter. So I can't open that anymore. I'm just never going on there again.
How many times have you said this though, Joe?
Yeah. But the other day I went
No. Hold on.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to be done, Andy. I've been trying for a fucking long time.
Just delete it. What do you mean you're trying?
But it's going to Twitter. There are some things that still break first on Twitter where the tweet happens and it doesn't make it to the threads. It doesn't make it to the whatever. So now I'm like, okay, I got to find a way to have access to Twitter, but just like not even open my thing so that I'm not tempted to then write. This is why the 14,000 last tweets by Riley Gaines are complete and total fucking bullshit lies. So now I only access Twitter through when I open Twitter, the first account that opens is Dirty Slides. So this came up the other day, a top 50 baseball players of all time. They have Derek Jeter, 27. Some of the names just, by the way, Cy Young, 26. Some of the names surrounding Ricky Henderson is 23. Tom Seaver is 24. Let's just go. Okay, hold on. Let's just start at 20. Nolan Ryan, 20. Also wildly too high. Sandy Koufax, Johnny Bench, Ricky Henderson, Tom Seaver, Cy Young, Derek Jeter, Frank Robinson, Mike Schmidt, Satchel Paige, Albert Pujols. Who doesn't belong in that group? Albert Pujols is 31. Derek Jeter's 27. And then you go all the way down to Alex Rodriguez. Alex Rodriguez is 41.
What shitty publication is this?
Who knows? Old time hardball, fucking whatever. It's just got a bunch of that. So I put this the other day. I put up side by side Alex Rodriguez, Derek Jeter. Alex Rodriguez, 117 WAR in his career. Derek Jeter, 71. And Derek Jeter's 14 places higher on the all-time list. And I said from Dirty Slides account, and before you start talking about rings, Ted Williams is number 4 and has 0. So you're right. They only do it with Jeter.
They really do.
Because Ted Williams is the 4th best player of all time. And Willie Mays is the 2nd best player of all time. And he has what, 2 or 1 or whatever it is. But Derek Jeter's 27 because he has 5 runs.
How many MVPs did Pujols win? How many?
The idea that Derek Jeter's a better baseball player than Albert Pujols. Honestly, I truly believe that you should eat a gun if you think that. Because here's the problem. The world is spinning off its axis at this point because so many dumb people have a say. I actually feel like if you are the type of person that has all the world's baseball statistics at your fingertips, and you look at them and you eat them and you process them, and then you put Derek Jeter higher on the great baseball players of all time list than Albert Pujols, you, for the betterment of society, should end your human existence on Earth. Because you're going to find some dumb bitch to procreate with, and then you're going to have a fucking dumb kid. And then your dumb kid's going to be wearing a fucking mask shooting immigrants as TSA or something.
Or wear a mask 6 years after the COVID.
Sure.
Okay, real quick. I knew it would be close. I was out of curiosity. I was like,
I'd like to say I fucking really wish I had worn a mask home on both of my planes for whatever the fuck I got.
Oh, 100%. I think wearing masks flying is well, there's a reason that the Japanese, like the Asians, do that. They're smart.
Yeah.
When they fly. Yeah. I should wear one every day I go into daycare. I should wear a fucking hazmat suit. Okay. Anyway, I knew they would be close. Out of curiosity, I was like, oh, you said Jeter's WAR was 71.3. Out of curiosity, I was like, what's Barry Larkin's? 7.
Oh, I've been on the Barry Larkin is better than Jeter campaign the whole fucking time. He's a better fielder. He's a better fucking. He has an MVP.
Has a batting title.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've never heard anybody else titles brought up in baseball. I mean, you do it with the other sports, you do it with football, you do it with basketball. You never hear rings. I mean, again, marketing. Good looking, charismatic dude.
Yankees. And
Jordan Brand.
There you go. Jordan Brand. Who else was Jordan Brand? Mello. Woo! Look at that. That's crazy.
Well, they know how to market. I'll give them that. They know what the hell they're doing. They know what they're doing over there.
They wanted to call Derek Jeter the Beige Mamba after Michael Jordan passed on it. But then they were like, the Beige Mamba is not a thing. Can we find somebody that's actually black? And then they're like, what about Kobe? And they were like, that's actually perfect because I don't know if you know this, but Kobe's currently watching Kill Bill a lot and sleeping in a room full of cobras. So this is just a coincidence, but it's the perfect nickname for him. He's obsessed with the Mamba.
That's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. He claimed he saw Kill Bill, was fascinated, and just started studying. He was studying black mambas. He made a trip to Africa and went into a hut. It was like, show me a black mamba. I want to see it strike a predator. That dude literally would go to dinner by himself. That's how much he was hated with his teammates. Dinner by himself.
Now, I sent you this the other day. Sounds like Jeff Pearlman's giving us the third in a Lakers trilogy, the post-Shaq Lakers book.
And you know what? Maybe, look, he's going to be honest. Maybe it'll change our opinion of Kobe a little. Maybe there's some good things in that.
There's a chance that that's going to happen. I think that.
I mean, I don't know. You don't think?
No. I think it's going to further entrench. We're going to be like, wow, that dude was a fucking dick, dude. I think the book might be called Kobe Bryant Was a Fucking Dick.
You think there's zero chance that, like,
the Phil coming and going, the fucking team, the shot hoisting, the missing the playoffs, the fucking getting the 8 seed and fucking losing.
It will have the Phil coming and going, so it'll have that whole fallout, which isn't going to be pretty. It will have then Powell coming in, whatever that relationship is, which that one seemed good. Those two.
Yeah, because Powell's a great dude who wasn't like, oh, also, it turns out I'm actually the best player on this team statistically if you fucking do any sort of deep dive on it, which I told Ruther years ago, by the way. And did you remember the first time I told you that? You were furious.
I remember that. Powell was nice. Powell was nice. He was nice. That'd be a fun episode to repurpose.
Not only was he nice, dude, you got to remember, like, look who he's doing it against. Remember them going through the West? Every round, it was like Powell and
Duncan.
Stoudemire, Powell and Duncan, Powell and Dirk, Powell and whatever. Then Powell and Garnett in the finals. Like, dude, Powell is the fucking going up again. And they're like, yeah, but Kobe had to deal with fucking Boris Diaw.
That is a good point. Powell had to go against like guys in their prime.
Then when Kobe had to go against like crazy good fucking wing defenders, what happened? Oh, right. We don't talk about 2011. We don't talk about the 2011 Lakers getting their absolute fucking teeth knocked back by the fucking Mavericks cock, losing game 4 by 46.
Oh,
Just getting absolutely fucking just smacked. Do you remember that series? They got fucking, it was like a fucking shooting show.
I remember vividly watching all the game. I remember being shocked when they lost game 1 in LA, and then just the wheels. That was a close one, which I believe they had the lead in blue, and then the wheels just fell off after that. Yeah, it was wild. Chime in, guys. We want to hear from you. 859-832-0478. That's the hotline. Give a shout.
Well, Andy, the next time we do this podcast, and this gives me so much joy to say, as guarded as I am going into it, the next time we do this podcast, baseball season will have begun. Mets opening day, Thursday. Freddie Peralta, Paul Skeens.
Skeen.
I think it's on Peacock, which is wild. I guess you gotta figure out how to get
guarded.
I'm just like at this point we've reached 90s Yankees with the Dodgers, where it's like, okay.
Oh,
cool.
I see.
Let's go a whole season and watch fucking Dodgers win. But baseball being back is great. We're here for it. I'm excited about it. I'm just excited to watch baseball. So baseball will be back next time we do this podcast. It's exciting stuff. But in the meantime, I'll go see Vlade Divac this afternoon. Jay Moore is taping his special. If you want to see a dry run of it, you can see it tomorrow night at the Hollywood Improv Lab. I'll be opening for him there. I'll be opening for him Thursday at a theater on Santa Monica College where he's taping it. Then I'll be up in Tahoe for the weekend, Friday, Saturday. If you're in the NorCal, Tahoe, Bay Area, make the drive. It's going to be awesome. Me and Chris Fairbanks doing the Barrel Room in South Lake Tahoe Friday and Saturday. Then I'll be at the Throckmorton Theater in Marin on Tuesday, March 31st. And then more shows to come, but those are the ones in the immediate future. So come to one of those.
Word. All right, guys, that's our show. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on Friday. And as always, stay dirty.